Yo, what's up, y'all? We just got the final two episodes of Maul Shadow Lord, episode 9 and episode 10. And I gotta be honest with you guys, this could have been a movie in theaters. Oh my, like these two episodes, these final two episodes was just so amazing. Now, listen, hear me out. Star Wars Disney has got a lot of things wrong. But out of everything, every now and then they got a couple things right. And one of the things they got right was Rogue One. And this is what these last two episodes reminded me of. It reminded me of Rogue One, just on how the odds of success was damn near zero. And even at the end, it still felt like everyone took a loss. Everyone took a L. You know what I'm saying? And that surprise in the final episode or at the end of this episode was just so damn amazing, man. Like Maul fighting against the two Inquisitors, you know what I'm saying, with the two swords, as well as teaming up with the Jedi. This was just such a epic episode. It was just so many great moments. And then just seeing like all of Maul henchmen getting taken out one by one, fighting to help Maul survive. It was, like I said, it gave me Rogue One vibes. Like I hated to see it happen, man. I hated to see it. But you had some of them that went out like in a blaze of glory. Like you had this dude right here, like this man was just like, F it, man. Jumped and took the guys in the acid with him. You had him dying, going out that way. You had the little the ship that what I'm saying, the little craft that I can't think of the thing name. The little robot that followed Maul around. You had him get destroyed by one of the Inquisitors. Like you had some of the, what I'm saying, some of the Mandalorians getting stabbed. Like this was just, it was a really amazing episode. They just did so much. Like it was just nonstop action when it got to the end. And I'm not gonna lie to you, for those who have been watching my reviews on this, I wasn't even the biggest fan of the policeman, Two Boots, his son. But by the time we get to the end of episode 10, I'm like, yo, damn. I feel for everybody. Like I wanted people to win. I wanted people to survive. But then you have it where the episode pretty much episode 9 ends with them running into someone who's a big threat, a real big threat. But before we even get to that, who this big threat is, I want to point out one thing. I like how Maul hates Sidious because how Sidious used him. And then you have it where Maul is pretty much trying to do the same thing with Devin. You know what I'm saying? Like trying to use her, trying to trick her into coming to the dark side so that she can be his new apprentice. You have the similarities, yet he hates him. And then you have the episode end with this person showing up. Darth Vader. Was not expecting it. This was a hell of a twist right here. Damn, this was a hell of a twist. And then we get to episode 10, which they don't even give us a title for because I guess they didn't want to spoil it for us. We get to episode 10, and before they even show the title of the episode, you have it where it just starts off with these guys facing off against Vader. And oh my gosh, like this dude, like the way they made Vader look in this episode, the man was a straight up problem. No one could touch this guy. Like, look how easy he's just swinging his saber with one hand. That might I add, just one hand, just like it's nothing. It's nothing. It's nothing. Like yo, instantly, like the first few seconds, he already wounded Maul in his leg. I swear, he needs to do something about his legs. Every episode, his legs is getting wounded by anytime he faced someone with a lightsaber. Matter of fact, I think he got wounded when he was just having in shootouts as well. He needs to get the saber made. I mean, get his legs made out of the same thing. That metal that can block lightsabers. I can't think of what the name of it is, but you just have this moment right here where Vader's just taking them all on. He doesn't care. You got it where they're trying to retreat. You know what I'm saying? But Vader's just that damn powerful where these guys can't get away from him. Of course, you got it where you know what I'm saying, Maul as well as the other two Jedi decide to face Vader alone so that the people who can't use the Force can escape. You know what I'm saying, the cop, his son. But you just have this moment where they're all trying to figure out who is this guy. You even have Maul saying to the dude like, "Yo, you're not an Inquisitor. Like, there's no way in hell. Like the way you fight, nah." Here's something else. And you got it where these guys are just all struggling against Vader. Look at this shit, man. Like Vader just They just did such a great job. And I want to say this is like Vader in his prime right here. Like this is Vader like right after the Clone Wars. So this is him at his strongest, if you ask me, where he's full with rage and anger and hate. And yo, look at this. Like Docky doesn't stand a chance. Like yo, Docky, oh my gosh, yo. It was just such an epic moment, man. All of them going in. Then you even have moments where Maul kind of comes off as a hero. He's telling them like, "Yo, y'all guys go ahead and run. I'll try to hold them off." Like you have moments like that in this episode. Like they did such a great job, and you have it where they're trying to get to the rendezvous point so that they can escape the Empire. You have it where Maul is trying to tell him like, yo, this guy, I don't know who he is, but like he knows how Jedi fight. The only way you can beat this guy is if you do something. Like if you give in to the anger, if you give in to the rage, the hate. That's the only way you can beat this guy. And then you also have it where, Maul kind of sets up Docky to die. Like it's not like he doesn't kill Docky, but he just abandoned Docky in this battle against, against Vader. And you have it where Docky gets impaled, he gets stabbed, and I'm not gonna lie, it was just right here. It was just a sad moment. I mean, I had a feeling Docky was gonna die, but I honestly, I'm gonna be real with you. I thought it was gonna be Maul who killed him. I mean, in a way, I guess you could say Maul did kill him because he abandoned him in this battle. Because you had it where Docky kept telling him, like, "Yo, we could beat this guy if we work together." Which I doubt that's the case, but I mean, the odds would have been a little more better if they chose to. And you see, once that happens, you have it with Devin gives in to her anger. She even gets one of Maul's lightsabers, and she just says like, "F it, yo." They kill her master. She wants revenge, and you got it where she's trying to take down the Inquisitor. You have it where Vader's heading towards him, and then at this moment right here, you also have it where the cop sacrifices his life to save his son. Um, it was a sad moment, man. You know he got wiped out, but he made two boots promise to get his son to safety, so he didn't make it. So that's why I said it just really gives me, Rogue One vibes. Just how, if you remember Rogue One, no one made it out alive. I think the only people who made it out alive was the people who weren't even involved in the final battle, the people who came and got the message, like Princess Leia. But yeah, you got it right here where, you know, she's facing off against the Inquisitor. She's trying to get rid of him so that she can revenge her, her master. And that's when she runs into Vader. And just like the way Vader's just like slamming the sword on her is just crazy. Yo, she's struggling to get away from this guy, but she's not scared of him. She wants her run back against him, her payback. But you have it where Maul tells her like, yo, you're not ready. You're not strong enough. And then the episode pretty much ends with them escaping. And she's saying like, yo, she will join Maul so that she could get her vengeance. And Maul says like, yo, he will accept her. But at the same time, you have it where old boy lost his father. So what, like, this episode didn't feel like anyone really got a win, if you ask me. It felt like everyone lost across the board. I mean, even when you look at Vader, he lost because he wasn't able to acquire everybody. Even though he took down one of the Jedis, another Jedi escaped as well as Maul. Now, my only gripe about this episode is the fact that we didn't get to see, Vader talk. And I feel like that's more so they didn't, have the money to pay old boy to do Vader voice, so they just had it where we just heard him breathe the whole time. But all in all, these final two episodes made this whole series worth watching. It was a little sketchy at the beginning, but these last two episodes made it all worthwhile. But I'm curious to know your thoughts. The way it's ending, it's like they're setting up for season 2. But let me know your thoughts on this down below, and I'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace.